You are listening to the VCast.
Keep it going. What's up? It's your boy Vic Cedeno back. Another episode 85, baby. We're hitting the 5-digit. I like those even number. Like, I don't know if they're not even numbers. All right, I'm already just ruining everything. It's 85. We're here. My boy Yusef Gof, aka Muhammad Y. What's up, my man? How are you?
What's up, brother? Doing
like
good,
that?
man. Thank you.
Muhammad Y.
I don't get that one. I don't know.
Because you got the Muhammad X glasses.
I got Malcolm X.
God
Malcolm
damn it,
Y.
I ruined that. That's the
that would
fucking
make it
blunt. That's the blunt that I fucking ruined it. It should have been Malcolm Y. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That would have.
That I might have to try
made
that one
sense.
tonight.
I was so curious as to why you didn't get what I was saying. I was like, how did you
Yeah, it's
get
like
that
Muhammad
joke?
Y. I was like,
Muhammad Y. That's like, wait, who is that? That's another one of the cards on the deck of
That's
people that.
there's
the
definitely a
people the US
Muhammad
have to
Y.
kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
for
a
sure.
Muhammad Y out there, and he's like the eight of clubs, the number 8 of clubs.
85. Oh yeah,
Muhammad
clubs are
Y.
four.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
you know,
There's so many, bro. That's the thing. Like Muhammad is the most common name. I think in like Pakistan, most people's first name is just Muhammad, and then they go by their middle name, which is something different.
I work with brothers that are both Muhammad. They're from Pakistan.
Yep.
They're
And they go by their middle names.
Exactly. Yes. Isn't that something? They go by their middle names. We have to call them their middle names.
So you could
How do you know-
differentiate.
How do you know about this? How do you know about these things?
Oh, I infiltrated. I live. I don't live too far away. I live in New Delhi. It's like a couple towns over, bro. There's the I didn't realize I moved into like the Indian area of fucking New Jersey. One of the many.
Yeah.
They're like sand, man. They get everywhere sometimes.
Edison. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's Parsippany, but
No, but I'm saying
Oh,
Edison's
Edison
another
is
one,
full.
right?
Yeah,
Edison's one. Parsippany. What's another one?
but it's good, you know.
Everywhere.
'cause-
I feel like I lived with a lot of them in Hasbrook Heights.
Yeah, they're not. You know, they for the most
Great
part,
people.
the only way they bother
Like
you is with their
everybody else.
smells.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's
like,
just different.
But they're not loud. They're not.
I'm sure white people think our
dangerous.
adobo smells fucking horrendous.
Some people, everybody.
You know?
I bet you Indian people are like, oh my god, he's cooking cheeseburgers again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get just as offended.
Cheeseburgers, yeah, right? They smell that fucking cow meat. They're
That
like,
is my
"God damn
good.
it."
Yusef, please, always with the cheeseburgers.
That's right, because it really is all about perspective.
Yeah.
And like we get so territorial about shit. Like just anything. Like we get to territorial about I get territorial about this room and like this podcast room. You know what I mean?
Because
Like
you have to share it, right?
yes.
And you don't
because
want
there's-
anybody fucking anything up.
Yeah, you don't want anybody fucking thing up, but it's also like just people fucking in your bed. You know what I mean? It just feels
Dude.
weird. You know what I
See,
mean?
like, so that's why, like, how I don't know how you were able to be married, and I don't mean you, I just mean people in general, right? Because, like, when I live by myself, the best thing is having that freedom to do whatever you want. It's your space.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't have anybody else to answer to
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. Not that you kind of have to answer to a wife or anything like that, but then
You
you're
have to share it.
sleeping too, you're
Yeah.
sharing, everything is
Yeah.
shared.
And
it's like,
compromising.
oh my
You have to
God.
compromise. And you have to
Yeah, I don't
compromise.
like doing
You have
that.
to compromise. And you have to compromise.
You do.
You got to compromise, then you have to compromise. And then when you don't want to compromise, you have to compromise.
But besides
All right.
compromise, I think it's not compromise means almost like I feel like somebody it has a connotation that somebody has to lose something for somebody else. But I think what it really comes down to is clear communication. If something bothers you, is telling them, because maybe it's like I was giving an example to Luke earlier when I talked to him. It's like, let's just say you don't like that your girlfriend or your wife is eating in the bed because she always leaves crumbs. And she doesn't think anything of it. She just likes to, have a couple snacks, have some popcorn while she's watching Netflix before she goes to bed right next to you. But you hate fucking waking up with popcorn on you.
yeah.
So just say something instead of letting it keep building until that becomes the one that breaks the
Yeah,
back.
that's communication, assertiveness, and all that good shit.
Yeah.
But
Which is hard.
it's very
'Cause
very
you don't
hard.
wanna hurt anybody's feelings.
I suffer dearly from that. That was that's an issue I have just in all aspects of my life. Is the like asserting like I'm more passive Whereas, like, all right, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me, but other people do it just to mark territory. Where it
Yes.
doesn't matter to them either, but they want to have it just so you don't have it, so you know that they're supposed to have it. That they could have it if they want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas,
Well, it's like you have to. One thing I love about comedy is you kind of do have to learn how to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, especially early on when you're bombing, and you want to get as you're waiting for that light. You remember those back in the days? You just and that's the light. You know what? That's all I got. All right, I'm out.
Remember.
Still do it sometimes. Hell yeah, I still fucking do it all the time,
oh my
bro.
God, this isn't going. Like, just if your mind isn't in it or something, you know, you just want to bail.
Yeah, dude. And then it's the thing, like, not to, we don't have to keep shouting out Rogan, but like him, I remember him talking about why he does the cold plunges because it sucks, but then he gets it out of the way. So that way, and he knows that he did something that fucking sucked and he got through it. And I was like, you know what? That's a good reason to do that, some of that shit. So like, I'll wake up and I go outside and I set a timer, 6 minutes, get your fucking sunshine in the morning, bring a book, read it in the direction of the sun, at least get that right. And then it's like, all right, take your shower before work. All right, fuck, end it with cold water. Try to do at least a minute on the coldest you can, and it fucking sucks. But then you do, and you're like, oh, okay. So then you have less anxiety when you go do the open mics. Because when I don't,
I'm up before the sun that comes up, though. That's the fucking problem.
So then once the sun, right.
You know, by the time the sun's coming up, when the sun comes up, I'm getting sun on my face through my windshield as I drive to work.
Yeah.
I'm driving down Route 3 East and watching the sun rise, like right there.
Yeah.
You know,
and that kind of messes
wear
up
my
your
glasses. It makes for great selfies.
Yep.
You know, like
you always
coming
have
down
dope ass selfies
with that light on you, bro.
In the morning, yeah. Like, on my way to work, motherfucker. Y'all still sleeping.
Yeah. You know, but you know what? When I do,
dude, you used to do those lunchtime, in your car. Yeah, in your car.
Remember that?
That shit was dope.
Yeah,
you don't do that
fun.
anymore.
I don't
right?
have a lunchtime. I don't have a lunch hour anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because now I'm not home anymore. I've decided to break my home, and I am out in the outskirts, so I have to break time. Now I just break time instead of having a lunch break. My lunch break is driving from work to go pick my daughter up from school.
You have to use that, right?
Exactly.
But at least you're still being a great dad, which is like the most important.
Every fucking day.
You got to make sacrifices.
Yeah, exactly. That's the compromise.
It is, and you do have to.
And when you get the kid, then you got to compromise for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
for sure.
And I didn't even realize like how much my dad does compromise, like both parents, but obviously, you know, it's like just like you definitely realize like how much they have to give. Like, I used to get upset when my dad would be like, "Oh, we're gonna do something on the weekend," but then he would have work to do also on the weekend, and I'm thinking to myself now as an adult, like, "Yo, how much does that suck that you have to work the full week to support you and your kids?" And then in the off time, you spend your time with your kids, which you'll love to do, but you're not getting to do your shit though. You know what I mean? Like, maybe my dad will take us to see the movies he wants to see, but he kind of also tries to see a movie that we would also enjoy. So he doesn't maybe get to see the John Wick if we're too young kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, fuck, man. But that's what he just wants to do, and he doesn't have the time to do that. And it's like, yo, you do have to, like, how much they have to sacrifice, man. Being a parent, you know, I wouldn't wish it on my... No, I'm kidding.
But you know what? That's why we have iPads now.
Dude, it's so bad, though.
And you could just put the kid in front of the iPad, and they learn things, and then they come up with these other little values. You know, we were in the movies. We went to go see Mario Brothers. Right on Saturday, I think it was Saturday. We went to go see Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers was a fucking awesome movie.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it was so good. It was just, if you ever were into Nintendo and you like watched, like all the Nintendo cartoon series, right? They had a Nintendo cartoon series where a guy had like this belt. It was such a dope cartoon.
See, I think that was before my time.
He had a belt, and like the belt buckle was the Nintendo joystick, so he could like take it off and use the joystick. But he also had the gun, you know, that blaster. Yep, he had that blaster. Then he had he had got powered up and got that glove, and then like the glove was like the crazy shit. So like all that stuff, and then roll that all into this movie where you have like Mario, and then they have all these hidden cameos of things, you know.
Little
And it was
Easter
such
eggs.
a-
We all love those Easter
Oh
eggs
my
these
God.
days.
Yeah. Mario was such a good movie. But we're going in there and we're walking in the lobby. And as we turn the lobby, my daughter goes, "Oh, look, Dad, it's the Little Mermaid. I want to see this. I can't wait for the Little Mermaid comes out." And then I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then like as soon as I look at it, she goes, "Hey, Dad, look at this." And she points at her, and I'm like, for one like brief second, that was like a DMT trip where I just played this whole scenario out where she was gonna say some crazy shit that she heard online, where she's gonna be like anti something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and it's just. It's the farthest from the truth. She's just like, she's gonna be black. Isn't that cool? And I was like, yeah, it's real cool.
Yeah.
And then we just like walked away. And I was like, oh man, I thought she was gonna start. So like that's like,
Like, I never see them in the pool.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's where you were hoping she wasn't going to go.
That's
in
what I
public.
said in my head. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, why would they ever do that? That's the worst place you're gonna put this girl. You know what I mean? Like, but
They
that's
have
the
to keep
fucking-
making diversity.
Yeah, but you know what? That's
Fake diversity.
Hey, you know, that shit seems to. I'll give this Little Mermaid thing a chance because it's a fucking mermaid, so it doesn't matter if she's black or
Oh,
white.
right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a fucking
Bro,
mermaid.
they're fish
anyway.
people.
Yes,
Of course, fish people are going to have different
So,
races.
It to me, that's not like forcing anything down my throat. They're doing some live action shit, and you know what? They decided to use a black girl for a freaking movie about a girl with that's a fish. So I don't like that's not forcing stuff. But when you're like, the plot begins to be about that. Like now, if they make it where like all the other fish are like racist against her, then it's gonna be like, all right, now you're really pushing some sort of like, you know, you
Dude.
want people to feel guilty about some shit.
You think the crab, the lobster, you think he's still going to be Jamaican, though?
Yo, he has to be, bro,
Right?
right?
It kind
Because
of.
then you're taking shit away from them.
Oh, you can't. But they could take it away if it's
Yeah.
like Aunt Jemima or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Uncle
yeah.
Ben. Like
That's terrible.
I don't know how
That's
to. I don't
terrible,
understand how
man.
they make these justifications.
Those are historical figures that are, you know, now you just gave them 2 less stars on their roster.
It's like nobody said anything about getting rid of Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
But they want to get rid of like Uncle
Yeah.
Ben and Aunt Jemima. It is like, and then
Imagine
even
that.
the Land O'Lakes lady, and it's like, wait, why?
That's because they don't give a
Because
fuck.
we were using them and it's like they keep playing these word Olympics, but they don't realize nobody really wants to. The people who want to play that game are so small. Why are they doing all this for such a small minority? I think it's honestly is to piss people off, so they talk about it, but then
Yeah.
they still use those products. Because like my dad doesn't drink, so he's already boycotting Bud Light and Miller and everybody else who makes a stupid fucking video.
This is where the conspiracy comes in, right? And the conspiracy of like, you know, people always say that there's no way that like a group can organize this whole scenario, right? Like it's too elaborate. Like nobody would be able to keep secrets, right? They always say like but it's not just it's just not a small group that's benefiting from it. There's everybody else that's a part of the system that's also benefiting from it, and they're not going to throw, you know, anybody that would be able to get like morally corrupted, I guess, for them, where they would have morals and try to like drop dimes or something or speak up against it, they get phased out early.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like there's only so far you could go, I think, for those
Yeah.
people. Like you have to be willing to play ball to play in those big league
Well, that's the thing.
decision. They're
Look.
in for life because they're not elected. They're hired, and every administration keeps the same staff.
Yeah, it's all the same. Like you said, it's almost like nepotism. Like these people are running, and you think, oh, how they're all going to do it. Well, think about just in the last couple of years, the stuff that Fauci was saying to do, and then you realize that a lot of people during the time were like, yeah, actually, I don't think masks do anything. Like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. These guys, they're just spreading misinformation. And that's how they silence us, so that we'll keep their, because they control them, all of the forms of media. So, hey, do you guys want to watch movies? Well, guess what? Everybody who's on set has to get COVID checks or whatever they're called. I forgot the nose swabs to make sure they're negative, and they have to wear their and N95s the entire time they're shooting, except for the actors once they're on, because we checked them already. so they don't have anything.
Well, that's why they.
And then it gets it into all of our head. That's the way we're supposed to behave.
Yeah. But that's why they use those tactics, like you were just saying about, like dividing us and talking about those things. Because if we get at odds about those things, it's harder for us to come into agreement about the things that they are doing, because now this represents teams.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Some people, you're already on.
You die hard. People get zealous where they're like, science is like God. Like, so, you know, like I believe science. I believe in science. But like, hold up. Like, science doesn't even believe in science like that.
Exactly. And
the whole point of science is to doubt.
Is to question.
And to prove.
Go through research. Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
And prove it.
And that's the thing. They always give you those talking point facts.
Mm-hmm.
Always. It's always like, excuse me, like, they'll be like, oh, well, like with Andrew Tate, they'll be like, oh, he's a misogynist. Oh, yeah? What did he say? I don't have to. Why am I even doing this? Or it's like, oh, Donald Trump is racist. Oh yeah, what? How can I could. The list is endless. You really need me to name anything? And it's like, can you name one thing that he's done?
Yeah.
And then I remember too, like, if you were anti anything that there was the main agenda, they just automatically assumed you're some crazy kook, and then you got thrown in as a QAnon person, and even if whether or not you believed in any of that, and then that was another great one. They took conspiracy theorists and made them all crazy by having that be the people who stormed the Capitol. And then making that seem like that was, they were burning down America when people were actually burning down America and they were calling it peaceful. So it's like a whole lot of hypocrisy. And people who, they just want to keep repeating their agendas, like, oh no, they were peaceful protests. But didn't you see they were burning shit? They were like, no, but they're peaceful protests. They were doing it because somebody died, and we want to bring that's the only way they're going to get. It's like, but what about those guys? No, they're terrorists. It's like, I don't care either way, but you guys don't see the hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm. Like, they're picking sides. They're picking sides. And it's so obvious that, but the thing is when they have everybody divided, this is the stuff the corporations figured out after Occupy Wall Street.
Ooh,
right? Occupy Wall Street was a movement against the corporations and against Wall Street and against this marriage between the state and corporations. Like, that's when people get things twisted and they blame capitalism. Yes, capitalism has its faults because people can be greedy, they can be deceitful, they can try to rig the system and try to do rules like just for them, like anybody else does in any game they play. Capitalism can do that, but the only way they get away with it without repercussions, because in a true capitalistic society there are repercussions for making bad decisions. Like, banks make bad decisions and they go bankrupt, like these lending companies make bad decisions and they go bankrupt. They don't get bailouts, right? You don't get bailouts when you fail and call it capitalism, because you're playing a rigged game. Right?
Exactly.
You're playing a rigged game. So everybody was protesting that during Occupy Wall Street and that behavior. And then, but the problem is that it also got infiltrated, you know, not like a spy movement. I mean, like, this idea got infiltrated into that movement that it was, like I said, capitalism and not corporations, and that Marxist kind of socialism. That's where that really got.
That's what it is. It's fake socialism, fake Marxism, but they're really capitalists.
They really thought they're capitalists,
but wearing the
clothes. They like enjoying the capitalist benefits and living in a capitalist society where you have the freedom to be able to even think about what society you're living in. Because guess what? The people that live in socialist societies, they don't have the benefit of debating what society they live in, because they have to worry about the food line and waiting online and waiting about getting their next meal and not being able to have any money and being starving and like being in a fucked up situation. So they don't have the luxury of even being able to debate this topic. But that got all infiltrated in that movement. And then after that movement, the way they squashed it was pretending to care and doing all the PRs, like all the PR stuff.
Because if you talk against them,
yes, then you go with them. So now
you can't talk shit. Why are you talking shit about them making a trans M&M?
Now they have
it's a Skittle.
Yeah, now they change their Twitter pictures to a rainbow once a fucking year for a month.
It's coming up in
they
June.
support all that stuff, and it's all fucking fugazi.
Dude,
they don't give a fuck about
I saw the best meme. It was like a black and white, whatever, like let's just say Fox or whatever, anything, say Skittles.
Mm-hmm.
It was like black and white, and I was like, okay, for June we're going to be rainbow, and then in July it's going to be the African one or whatever, and then or February is the African one, and then it's going to be this in this month, and then it's going to be pink for Women's History Month, and it's going to be like X, Y, Z, and it's like, oh, they're just trying to be like, oh, look at us, look,
exactly.
we get
picking a side.
I forget what.
They're picking a specific side.
Yeah.
Right to it. The people that were against them.
Well, they know how to do.
We're on your side, not us. It's them.
Well, they make it so that way if you're not on their side, you're hateful. Mm-hmm. They always say, "Why are you being hateful if you don't understand me?" And so they try to have like, if you're an up to date and you're not thinking backwards in the past, then you should agree with everything. So I can have a full beard and I can not do anything in my power to do anything to be a woman. And I can just say, though, that I identify as a woman. And in some places, they can't question me walking into the women's room because that's how I identify.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking
and they
weird.
can't say that I don't. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case all the time, but I'm saying that that's how easy it is. And I think some people were like, well, I don't have to use it just for that. Let's say I was a perv and I was like, I need to hear a girl take a dump. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can take a shit myself. So I'm going to identify as a woman and do that. Nobody's really doing that.
Yeah.
You know what? It's fucking weird, man.
What the other side of that, right? That whole bathroom.
I mean, my thing is like they're trying to use it for loopholes. Like I feel like some people might say that they're trans.
But there's
just
like
so
a minority.
Get on a thing.
There is people that dress like, the one that goes to Nikki's. You ever see the one that goes to Nikki's? I forgot her name. That's why I'm calling her the one. But she's
comic?
transgender. No. She's just a patron.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's just a patron.
Yeah, I might not have noticed. I probably would have noticed.
But like that's a tough situation for you to be in, where you dress like a woman, you still have male features, so people can guess, right?
Right.
And you want to go use the bathroom, but it's like, if you go use the men's room,
people are going to be like, "What the hell?"
I can sympathize.
I would not complain.
But I can sympathize with the feeling of being vulnerable in that situation, where you're like, I'm going in this situation. How are people going to react? Like that's a fear. Like that's a legitimate fear.
I mean, hopefully you get a compliment of, "Whoa, you're in the wrong restroom,"
right?
And then but then they turn around from the urinal and they're like, just kidding. Yeah. My bad.
There has to be like a level of confidence on your end in who you are as a person, which often is missing because it's a mental disorder, right?
Are we
In
allowed
a
to
lot
say
of
that?
cases, this is not me making shit up. This is medical history. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is documented medical history. I'm not making shit up. I like to joke around and shit, but this is also the truth.
Yeah, no,
right? It's a lot of cases. It doesn't mean that they're all.
No,
but there's a historical documentation of transgendered people having mental illness. So, is the mental illness something that is attributed to you? Like if you do have mental illness, now are you in a position to have that self-confidence that you would need to walk into that bathroom and somebody cracks a joke or says like, hey, you're in the wrong bathroom, and you just walk up to the urinal, piss, and turn around and you're like, ha ha ha, and you don't give a fuck, right?
Right.
Or like that's, whatever. Or are you someone that actually is a woman inside, right? You really feel like a woman inside, so you're vulnerable. you're fearful of being around men in like certain situations. Like,
But see, that's the thing too. Is I remember at one point when we were doing Boiler Room.
there's two sides to every story.
But yeah, exactly. Because I hear what you're saying, and I understand. Yo, that would suck. Like not to feel comfortable going in. Like,
And then you can't go in the women's room because if somebody else sees you and they're like, "Look at this fucking guy,"
it's
going in the
well,
fucking
that was
women's room, and they
dude.
fucking
So
come and
so
pummel
that
you.
was the thing when we did Boiler Room. Boiler Room had 2 bathrooms, a men's and a woman's, and I never went into the women's room, but I assume it was like the men's room, which was like, I think a urinal, a sink, and a toilet, but it was pretty much one person at a time. It wasn't like you can come in and I while I'm in there, like you're blocking the door. So I assume the women's room was kind of like that too. Like there's probably just one person at a time. And I remember that there was a trans person, male to female, and she went into, she's like, tried to go into the women's room with another woman, and it made that woman uncomfortable. But she was trying to be a woman, and that's what she thought women do, is they go to the bathroom together. But she's still has a beard though.
Yeah.
So like now it feels creepy to the woman.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you want to do that? Like it's
Exactly.
single use. Just wait your turn.
Yeah.
You even use that one. You know what? They're not going to notice.
It's such a like complicated situation, you know, because there's also those guys that do that because it's a fetish for them.
Yeah. Well,
They get off on it.
That's why, like, I know it doesn't make sense for a lot of places to do it, like to actually put single bathrooms. Like, I'll see places in the city, they'll have like 2 or 3 bathrooms, but
family
there's just
bathroom.
no gender on it. So like, you just is one person at a time though. They'll have like just 3 of them in a row, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably worse than like, instead of, you could probably fit like, if you had a men's and a woman's room, maybe have like 3 or 4 people at a time instead of only having 3 of all together. And so you could have 3 for the men and 3 for the women. Now you can't do that because you got to separate it all like that. Now I think at my one job in the city, they had a men's room and a woman's room, and then kind of like a question mark. Not, they didn't put that, but like whatever
Just
you
a
want.
bathroom.
Anybody
You
can
just
use
said
it.
bathroom.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Men, women, whatever. But single person use. So
That's
you
how
can
the
be in there
office was
comfortably.
at. I was just at the doctor's office before I came here, and it was like that. It was just 2. There's 2 bathrooms, and it doesn't say any gender. It just says bathroom. And
Yeah.
it has like the little men and woman sign.
So you
next
can
to
just
it.
be
So you
whatever.
just fucking swing it however you want to fucking swing it in there.
And that's the thing, like, just don't. My thing is, I don't mind it. I don't mind if that's how you feel, but like, we can make some compromises.
They should put cameras in bathrooms.
But let's not. Yeah, they already do in some places. I've seen about Airbnbs with that shit, man.
Really?
Cameras everywhere.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. I mean, people put cameras there on purpose to watch over your own shit.
Yeah. But in like a common area.
But then to have, yes, I saw videos of like people in the bathroom just getting a weird feeling, and then right above them will be like a fan or whatever, and then they'll take like the cover off the fan, and they'll see like there's no light bulb underneath there. It's just a camera underneath.
How many of those are staged, do you think?
I think a lot of things online are staged these
Right?
days.
People
That's
just
the
have
thing.
production companies.
Bro,
and they're just
everybody
filming
catches
shit.
everything on camera. Just so happen. Like, are you just recording everything all the time, guys?
I only believe videos. This is a little tip for you guys. I only believe videos when they're start in the middle.
Because that
of
makes more
something.
sense.
Because
But
that,
see, but now you just gave away a secret. Because now all they have to do is edit it
as
out.
I said it, I was like, well, you know what?
Fuck.
People can. That could just be a style of filming.
Because we always say,
started in the middle.
Now, the only way you can say it's actually real is if maybe that started off as an argument and somebody else pulled out their phone when it was argument before a fight, and then somebody else pulled out the phone.
Just have multiple camera angles,
And that's what you'll end up seeing on World Star.
Yeah, you just have multiple camera
like apparently
angles.
there was like an angle of some security guard getting attacked by bees. And I didn't watch that video, but then it goes, new footage from a guy in a car who apparently was like by the security guard. He was recording. Goes, oh shit, they getting him.
God damn.
And it's like,
killed
that
him?
corroborates the story.
Did they kill him?
I don't know.
No?
Probably just got stung a shit ton of times though.
How much time do you spend on World Star?
Once a week, I spend about 2-3 hours.
Oh yeah,
And
so you just do one deep dive.
So on my podcast, Pissed
I know
Gof.
you have Pissed Gof.
Available almost everywhere. Not YouTube yet. Soon, hopefully.
No, you don't fuck with the YouTube.
I have to start doing this.
Yeah, you gotta get on.
I have another phone that I'm going to start using to do that,
Yeah,
and then I just got
100%.
to do like the time snap thing, so it's easy to sync it up.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but I got like a system down now, and
So,
because I've been pretty damn consistent.
You've always been great to show me shit. I'm sure if I ask, you'll show
sure,
me.
100%.
You know what I mean?
It's yeah. 'Cause what do you use to edit? Like what? Use Mac? You have a Mac computer?
No, I have
Windows?
a Windows, but I have a DaVinci Resolve, which is pretty much like it's a free one, but it's really good. You can set it up like Final Cut. You can set it up like the Mac one.
I use
Mac one is
iMovie.
Final Cut. What is that?
I use iMovie. I have Final Cut, but it's like pirated.
Yeah.
So I've never opened it. I just fucking keep it. Not that it's really pirated. It's just lent to me.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, like at the same time, it's like, yo, use what you can. Use what you can.
I just use the iMovie, and it's pretty easy. The problem I'm having is processing power.
That's why I had to get a good computer for that.
Boost it up.
Why it just takes a long time to render?
No, because I can't get good videos. I like the quality video. I have to do lower quality videos in order for iMovie to export it to a file.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, the better I try to make the resolution, then the bigger the file it is, I need a better processor. Like I think I'm only have like
You might just need
6 gigs.
You might two things. You might just need a better processor for sure, but you need a better program to do it, because then when it renders it, it'll take longer.
Yeah.
But it'll still give you that full quality and render it in a form that is still uploadable to like YouTube to give it the quality that they allow up to. You know what I mean?
The processor should be fine if I had more RAM. That's the problem.
Yeah, man.
I need more like power.
Yeah, I'll help you out, man. I'll maybe
what I'm trying to do is sell my Mac and fucking
go to ibuypower.com. It's not actually a place where you can buy slaves. I found that out the hard way.
Power. What are you doing? Yeah. Where is this based out of? Libya?
ibuypower.com. I don't know, but they just build custom PCs for you, and then they just sell some of their custom made PCs, and you'll get like a really good one. I remember when I first started doing it. Remember Nick Johnson? Shout out to Nick Johnson. Love you, bro.
Chicago Nick.
Yeah, man. And he's big on that. And he told me, I was like telling him, I want to get a computer and I want to learn how to video edit. And I know he kind of dabbles in that too. Mm-hmm. And he told me, go there. You could build your own, or for pretty much the same price, you could just have them get you a pre-build if you see there's one on a good deal, especially. So I went on the website. I showed him a couple. Let him say, "Oh, what do you think?" He goes, "Yeah, you can get this one or this one." I think I paid like a little over $1,000, but like it's heavy duty, dude. Like right now, I think it has like 24 gigs of RAM, and I could upgrade it another. I can add still 2 more slots, and I think each slot I can upgrade it too. So I think it's only on like 12 gigs each card right now, but it could go fucking crazy high, which is what. So and that's the thing about Macs that suck is you can't do that shit.
Yeah. No, you can do Mac. You can
upgrade
I have
your
slots.
Stuff? Oh, okay.
You just have to be. It's just a pain in the ass because you have to take off the screen.
See, and then you might break your screen.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. You have to take it apart and gluing it back.
Oh, like of course it has to be glued on.
Like you don't glue it. Like it has that adhesive. It's supposed to adhere right.
But you put it a little bit off, and now it's like,
oh my god! Not only that, it gets dusty and stuff.
Yep.
And then forget about it. You have to do that shit like in a clean room.
Yeah, man.
I don't have a clean room.
They don't. That's why they know when you take your shit apart.
My room is dirty.
Yeah, dude.
Dirty.
It's just dust everywhere. Like every time you try to put like a screen protector on your phone, and you always you think you got all the dust with the little dust thing.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, as soon as you put that shit on, it's from the fucking package. As you pull the screen protector off of it, the little thing that has the glue part, there's always some kind of dust that falls off of that onto your phone that you don't see.
Where does dust come from?
Human skin, evidently.
No, not all.
Not all of it. No.
Like, cause I have a
dude,
like a regular fireplace. Like I have one of those fireplace entertainment centers where you can put your TV on, and it's like black. But
marble?
It's like, no, it's not marble. It's just black. I don't know what it is. Fucking whatever looks like wood, but it ain't.
Okay.
But it's black, and it's dust collector.
You see it
once
a week. You can clean it once a week, and it'll just start.
I don't even. Sometimes I let like 2 weeks go by or something, or I let until my daughter starts writing "daddy" on the in her finger, or I see like a freaking handprint in it. Then I'm like, oh, I gotta clean.
Yep.
This. But where does dust come from that it just never stops?
That's a good question. I could probably look that up.
All right.
Let's find out. We're gonna both do it right now. Let's see. I could probably do it quick. Where is dust from?
What does dust come from?
I can't type and do this. Where is dust from? I feel like dust comes from like just shit in the air, just like
The Conversation website
ooh.
tells us. Oh God!
What is dust? And oh yeah, you got a little whole screen there. You could throw it up on, huh? Oh fuck yeah,
Where,
dude. And that's just probably like what you're talking about, right? Just looks like that shit.
Yeah. So what is dust and where does it come from? Everything in our home gathers dust, but where does it come from? Why does it keep coming back? Yeah, tell me, bitch. People
They
all
always do that
around
shit.
Australia. Oh, this is Australian dust safe program. Instead of emptying vacuum cleaner into the bin, they pack it up and we analyze it. Oh my God. This
Ew.
is
Yo, they give up
Analyze.
everything over in fucking
settles
Australia.
on all surfaces, natural environment, as well as homes, buildings. All right. So Australia house dust, trace metals, radioactive elements, antibiotic resistant genes that make bacteria resistant to antibiotics, microplastics, and polyphenolic chemicals, PFAs, found in firefighting foam, stain, and water protection.
So those are the bad things, though.
Jesus Christ.
Those are some of the bad things that can be in dust.
Can dust origin. All right. So 1/3 of trace element contaminates. Oh my God.
The rest of it comes
What
from
is it?
outside. It says, wait, go back up real quick. Your pets. So it is skin cells right there. The second paragraph underneath.
Union pets constantly skin hair.
Yep.
Yep. And hair, dust. Yeah, that's another thing about being fucking hairy.
It's hair.
Keep
You
finding
see
these
hairs
goddamn
everywhere,
hairs
bro.
everywhere.
Pedro had such a great joke about like his apartment bathroom is like he. I'm not gonna give away his joke, but he has a good joke. And
Yeah.
dude, every time like, cause whether you shave your face or like I shave my hair or anything, just sometimes it just fall off you, and just hairs are everywhere,
Yeah.
bro.
When I dry my fucking beard, fucking hair just starts falling in the sink.
Yeah, I had a lady friend over,
Melting.
and just from her hanging out, I clean my apartment, and I just find a whole bunch of long hairs all of a sudden, like in the dustpan as I sweep it up, and I'm like, bro, they leave their DNA everywhere, man.
Yeah.
They know how to like leave a trace behind them. They're like the cops when they touch
long
the back.
hair. Yeah, all
They
of a
do
sudden
that
you see
shit.
this long hair, like, I don't have any hair
That's-
on my body.
Dude, the worst is
I
when
don't
you're
have-
not seeing people, and then you find it in your laundry, and then you have to just, or you hope like, oh, it's got to be from using the apartment laundromat. Like, why are there long hairs in my clothing? Where are they coming? How are they getting into my fucking apartment?
I could never commit a murder.
Yeah,
I
you'll
would
leave
never.
shit.
I'll leave everywhere. I'm like shedding. My skin is shedding. I'm like a snake. I might be a lizard person. I might think now.
Dude, you ever take mushrooms and then look at your hand and be like, sometimes your hand looks like scales. Like your skin looks like scales. Like we have a different version of scales, but they're just called skin.
Yeah, they're like, it's like breathable. That's why skin makes like a weird fashion thing, right? Like Leatherface was rocking faces,
Yo.
putting faces on. Was that a real murderer? Texas
I think he was
Chainsaw?
real. I think he was a real person, and
he was
that's
just
what they based
wearing
the story on.
faces.
I think certain things were exaggerated. I think he was probably wearing faces, though.
Yeah, 100%.
At least one
Cut
face.
somebody's face.
At least half of one face
oh my
on
God,
top
like
of his own.
like the Boltons in Game of Thrones. You watch Game of Thrones?
No, I haven't.
You never
People
watched
keep
Game of
saying, and I
Thrones?
think I got to start it again. I fell asleep watching the first episode twice. And
Are you a reader?
Yeah.
What kind of books you like?
Ooh, right now I'm reading Joey Diaz's book. I like books comedians write because a lot of the times they let you in on their life. Like I read Ralphie May's autobiography that unfortunately came out after he died. But both of Doug Stanhope's book, fucking great. This Is Not Fame and Digging Up Mother. But then I like smart books too. And then like The Alchemist, such a great book. I don't know if
Really?
you remember reading The Alchemist.
No, I don't think
I had to.
read it.
I didn't read it in high school when I was supposed to.
Yeah,
But I read it as an adult. It was fucking
It's good?
amazing.
Really?
It's a great story. It's about following your dreams. So like it's a lot like if anybody who's in the entertainment or in just anything where you're following your dreams, it's a great story of persevering through on your goal.
Alchemist, huh?
The Alchemist. Yeah, I lent it to Vinny. Hopefully, if he's done with it, he can let you borrow it.
Yeah. I gotta fucking get back to reading. I was reading a book and I had
so
to
much
return
fun.
it back to the library, and I forgot to go get it back.
Yeah. That's another great resource right there. Now that I think about it, I got to start going to the library.
Just straight reading. Yeah. I got to get back to making my daughter read books again.
Dude, read in front of her and she'll start reading.
Yeah, no, but I was making her read to earn Robux when I had her on Roblox. I was using it as a bargaining tool.
That's a smart move, my brother.
Anytime she wanted something, she'd ask me for Robux. I'm like, well, what was that book you read? You owe me a book. Every book I told her, every book you read, I'll give you 400 Robux.
Yeah.
That's $5.
But like so I was doing the same thing with my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, what kind of books do you like to read? I'll buy you the book. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
You read it, and then I'll give you money. All you got to do is read the book and tell me what the book was about afterwards, and I'll skim through it and see if you're right or wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're not going to lie. She doesn't lie. Girls are a lot, like, they're less likely.
I don't even quiz her. I just tell her to tell me about it. Like, tell me what you liked about it and stuff. Yeah. She's like, but I know when she likes a book is because every few pages she comes running over to me, tell me what is going on in the book.
See,
so I'm getting constant reminders. Updates. Yeah, and then she'll come back and she'll like, oh, Daddy, I read 50 pages today. Like, I'll just say every day you got to read 20 pages or 25 pages. I got that from PBD.
Yo, Patrick Bet David. Yo, he's a fucking great guy. I like his podcast, man. Yeah.
I like I was listening to him talk to what's the chick reporter?
Barry White. No, not Barry Weiss. Whitney Webb. Yeah, she was just on. I saw that one too.
Bro, she took him to task. I was really enjoying their back and forth because she held him to the fire about Trump, right? Because he was he was trying to make this point. Yeah.
But I get what you mean,
Yeah, he was trying to make this point and he wouldn't let it go. And he was like, name any, institute, government institute that has, hurt America. And then she was trying to think of something. And then she called them out on Trump supporting some shit. And and I don't even remember that part of the argument, but I just remember her not letting that shit go. She was like, yeah, I know, but I still think that this is pretty important.
Well, because unfortunately, and don't take this the wrong way, Patrick, I'm sure you're going to see this. But sometimes you might have your own talking points if you believe in something so well. Mm-hmm. And he seems like a knowledgeable person. Now, he's the opposite of we'll name something. He has that. Mm-hmm. And in fact, he might even know what you're going to say against him, and he'll have a rebuttal for that. And that's just being well-versed in what you're talking about.
He's a great debater.
He is. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch because, I don't know what exact... I guess his background is, he's a business guy. Mm-hmm. But, I remember the first time I think I watched him was when he had Andrew Tate on, and it was because... Or maybe somebody else, but I remember one of my friends sent me that podcast.
5 hours.
Yeah, and he goes, yo, you got to check this out. And then I was like... Who's Andrew Tate and who's Patrick? And I ended up
wow, you didn't know either of them when they came out?
Before, yeah. I think that was the first one I saw of him.
Yeah, I knew of Andrew Tate, but and I knew of PBD from from Instagram for a while. And he was on Rogan once.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was on Rogan.
I gotta check it out.
And but I think he had short hair at that. It was an old episode. And he's got I think he's a marketing company or something. I don't know, man. All these people, it's so interesting. The people that do something run businesses and hustle in sales the way he did have so much to offer that if they're able to be be able to characteristically tell you these stories and converse with you, that you want to watch.
You know,
because you want some of that what that person's giving you. That's what the people on TV give off, even though they may or may not actually have it in the background. It's all presented to you. That's the allure, right? Why you watch television and why you watch other people is so that you get this energy from it. Some people want to be that. You get a way of living through that life with, without being, without doing the work. You get to live this life through them, and you get that from that, so that when you see somebody that's accomplished so much and has done so much, they're able to project this energy to you where you're like, I want to soak some.
You want to do it. It's like the David Goggins. You might want to get up and run. Some people hate that, but some people don't. But there was a great thing I heard. I remember along the lines of this, yeah, of course, obviously.
I forgot to grab
it's your own
lunch.
water. And I have my big jug. I just didn't want to keep bringing that up. But like, I remember hearing somebody say something along the lines of, it's very rare for somebody to doubt or to maybe not doubt, but like to try to discourage you from doing something who has more money than you. Like if somebody's richer than you, they're very usually supportive. They want other people to succeed because they put in the hard work.
Yeah.
And I said very rare because there's still going to be those certain people who got it just from
Unless
just
they're competing
given
with you or some shit. Yeah.
And then because they were just given everything, now they view it as a competition. Where more people, I think, realize, like, I look at it, like, if anybody ever asks me for any help in comedy, and I've only been doing this shit 6 years, but especially the new guys, I like to always go up to them, introduce myself, let them know if you have any questions, let me know. I might not know the answer, but maybe I do. Maybe somebody can help you.
You want to come over and write?
I don't offer that. I don't offer that. But like, shoot me your ideas, text it to me or whatever, and then I'll fucking, when I have time, I can respond back and I can let you know what I think about it. But it's like, it's like being at the gym and I see someone with fucking big biceps. I can just be like, fuck this guy. Why does he have big biceps? I want big biceps. Well, guess what? I can have big biceps too.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he has it doesn't mean that's it. Nobody else can have big biceps. He can still have the biggest biceps in the gym. But what I can do is actually go up to him and be like, hey, I like your arms. How do I get arms like that? And most of the time, they're not going to be like, no, I can't. Because if I tell you, then I lose my biceps.
Yeah.
No, you're just going to be behind on him, on getting up to him, catching up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's funny that you say that. Like, that's such a like familiar behavior to me, because I used to feel like that. I used to feel like that in my like teens, from my teens and like to my early 20s, right? I used to have that like mentality where you see somebody else with like a Beamer or something, and right away I'd like create this story in my head about how much better this person was than me, and I would immediately have like a resentment towards them. And they didn't even fucking do anything but just drive by in their car. And I'm like, right away, this guy thinks he's better than me and shit. Meanwhile, you don't have no idea what that person's life is like. They could be that car could be repoed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or they could,
he works at the dealership. He's borrowing one of the cars.
You never know. Or he's just a hardworking guy that fucking
earned it.
You
And
know
he'll
what
tell
I mean?
you how he made it.
Yeah, and he's a nice guy, and he helps the community, and he's like,
yeah, man.
All this stuff you can make up in your head in like a split decision, but if you choose to, be negative about it and be a hater, like that's probably coming from such a hurt place. Like something happened. Like, what's the matter, boo boo?
Yeah,
what happened, boo boo? You want to just give
it's
somebody
projection.
a hug? Like, give them a little hug, man. Sometimes you're like, when somebody hates on you, be like, come here, bro, just give me a hug.
Dude,
come on,
you
let's
know
hug
what else I like to do is call them out on it. When somebody says something mean to me, I try to ignore them for the most part. But sometimes all I like to do is I check them on it. I say, why did you say that? What's your goal? Was it to hurt my feelings? Because I think that was your goal, and because I knew that, it didn't hurt my feelings. But was that what you wanted out of this? Did you want to say that shit just to hurt my feelings? Did that make you feel better? Or no? Okay, so now you realize you said something mean. It got maybe you to laugh, but you also hurt my feelings, and maybe that made you happy temporarily. But like, are you just like remorseless, and you're just going to be able to go by and be like, yeah, I fucked up this guy's day? I don't want to live like that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to let go. Especially the worst is when you think negatively about somebody and they don't even think about you at all. So you're just angry. I was angry at this one neighbor of mine who parked all fucked up.
I know you had that fucking thing
And
going
then a
on
little
in
back
the
and
fucking
forth
story.
with the notes. Yeah.
Did that ever resolve?
Yeah, kind of. So
did you ever end up talking to them? So
No.
just for context,
Should I say it real quick?
for context,
Yeah.
tell us what happened.
So I get home from work one
And
day.
then we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to be downstairs and they're going to chase us out of here.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you can see this also on my Instagram at Yusef Gof.
Hell yeah.
I put it on one of the saved stories, but I should have taken a video or a picture at least of this guy parked in you're parked in like spaces, but he's kind of like diagonal and he reversed in. First of all, it says head in parking, which means you pull straight in. I don't care about that. They say
there's a sign that says that.
it has it because they don't want you to have your car backed in. All the people usually keep their windows open so you don't have your exhaust going right into the houses.
Yeah,
makes sense. I don't care whatever you park by my window. Just don't idle your car because I usually have my fucking either my air conditioner right there or something. But whatever. This guy parked all fucked up. I'm angry about it, and I say, please respect your neighbors. Something along the lines of like, please respect your neighbors. You're in 2 spots. Thank you. Put it underneath their windshield wiper. They leave in the morning, but they had wrote me a note back that said,
it was you.
Because I parked right next to them. They must have assumed it was me.
Just assumed it was you.
Because they were kind of in my spot, like over in the, not my spot, but like where I parked next to.
Yeah.
And so they write, go fuck yourself and keep your dirty hands off my, P.S. keep your dirty hands off my car.
Jesus Christmas.
And all I said was, please respect your neighbors.
Yeah. It wasn't
and
mean
just
at
don't,
all.
and please just be in one spot.
This isn't.
And
like
to say that, right?
Yeah.
So I got mad.
Yeah, you did.
I get home from work and I read another note. And I say, all I did was ask you to park in one spot respectfully as a neighbor. And instead you were very, very fucking rude. And I didn't say fuck, but you were very rude in return. I'm going to wish you happiness because you clearly need it. And also, if you want to have a civil conversation about this, here's my apartment number.
Yeah.
I'm saying, hey, you think I'm scared of you?
Yeah.
You think you're go fuck yourself, don't touch me with dirty hands? You think because, a lot of these people may be a little bit more passive than aggressive, you fucked with the wrong guy.
Yeah.
So now I stare them down, and I think they know who I am, and I know exactly who they are, and I just stare them down.
Beef
and I just wait.
Homestead.
Because I know you don't have the balls. It's like being an internet warrior.
You're not in the wrong.
It's internet warrior. It's being a screen. You're safe behind the screen. I'm safe behind writing this note. What are you going to do? Oh, we'll call the cops if you knock on my door. Hey, I checked myself. I said have a conversation civilly. If you touch me, though, I got cameras by my place, motherfucker. We'll get it on camera. You hit me first before I wreck you. Yeah. Or I get fucked up. And maybe that guy was actually the wrong person and is a jacked motherfucker who says, hey, let's have this conversation. And then I say, why are you getting so mad? And he goes, you're right. Just because I didn't park right. I was like, all I asked you to do was to park correctly. Come to find out, he's just a drunk. So,
alcoholism, guys. AA is what you need in your life.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Holy shit. All right, let me get these fucking sponsors in.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Yusefi. That's fucking terrible. I don't like people like that. You know, when you have people like that in your life, you know what you need? You need Combat Fitness Club.
Hell yeah, I need to go there.
That's what you need. Combat Fitness Club in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey is the full combat experience. Boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, cardio classes. They're closed right now because it says closed from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on the Yelp because they got blocked on Instagram. I'm pretty sure Mark Zuckerberg, as a competing jiu-jitsu man now, is just hating on other clubs, and they keep kicking my boy off of Instagram. But you can find him 186 Main Street, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. The number is not here, so I can't tell you it, but you can go and just walk up in there and challenge Dane Guerrero to a fight. That'd be funny. He just had his professional debut boxing. He won his first fight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And tell him Yusef sent you. And they'll be like, who?
He's here with Team Pettis here. Yeah, tell him Yusef sent you, and that'll be hilarious. I'm like, what? No, just... go check them out. You get your shit up, so that way if somebody leaves notes on your car, you can just be as confident in your rebuttal as Yusef was. Yeah. All right. Maybe not put your apartment number, not yet. You got to work your way up to that class.
You got to take a couple classes.
Yeah, you got to take a couple classes first. Finish an 8 session package over at Combat Fitness Club, and I guarantee you're gonna feel a lot better about yourself. Moving in the pocket. If that guy with the note comes out and you're like, yo, you got to watch where you park, and you just come out doing this fucking shit, and you're doing the feet shuffle like Tyson, that Tyson feet shuffle, that guy's going to be like, hey, listen, man, I'm sorry. I'll park normal next time, and I won't put my exhaust pipe in your face.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Combat
Fucking
Fitness
assholes.
Club, CFC.
I gotta take that shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Set it up. I got my daughter did it. She was throwing shit. Now she hits me with fucking hooks and shit sometimes. And I'm like, hey, bro,
Dude, that's good.
relax.
That's what's up. Yeah, you gotta get her to learn.
And I'm like, can you imagine if she smashes one of these poor little kids in the face, like one of her little classmates, if they feel that little power that she has? Because now she knows how to throw a punch. She's not just gonna throw some shit like that. She's coming with leverage from her hips.
She knows.
She's coming with leverage on her hips, and she knows how to footwork out of there after she throws the punch. So she's in a good spot to throw a punch at a kid and just keep it moving. All right, our next sponsor keeps these pipes moving. Empire Sewer and Water, New Jersey. That's Empire Sewer and Water NJ.com for all your residential and commercial services with those pipes. All right, this is the season. You're eating a lot of barbecue.
Oof.
Baked beans are coming out of the woodwork. You're going to Spanish barbecues, and they got pernil out there. They got the arroz con gandules. You're clogging pipes. You're clogging pipes in Washington Heights. You're clogging pipes in Hasbrook Heights. Either way, get with Empire Sewer and Water, New Jersey. They got commercial and residential services. So if you blow up the spot in some restaurant and they come at you sideways, just tell them Empire Sewer and Water NJ.com, and they'll take care of you. That way you can just pay your bill and keep it moving out of there. All right, residential services, they're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just look up the website, and there's a phone number there for you to call. I'm not going to put it on the podcast because a lot of you like to call in bomb threats and stuff like that. And it's just not you're not helping me out with the sponsors when you do that stuff, all right? Empire Sewer and Water NJ.com. Hook it up, and they will hook you up. Last but not least, A-Team. You got to call the A-Team if you got a pool table. Somebody sold you a pool table on Craigslist, and now you got to bring this shit to your house. Don't go down there with your freaking uncle and your two brothers. You guys are going to break the legs, bro. You guys are going to break the legs. You're going to tip it over. You got to take this thing apart.
They're heavy as shit too.
Yeah, that's why you got to take it apart. Once you take it apart, it's not that heavy. You just got to make a whole bunch of trips back and forth into the van, and that's it. But you need the professionals to do it, because once you take it apart, you got to know how to take it apart so that you can keep that cloth, and that felt nice so that you can reapply it. If it's good. If it's not good, guess what? The A-Team, they'll change it out for you, put some brand new ones. That's the best time to do it, when you're moving it and it's all apart.
Yep.
You save some money. You get a nice color. You want to put your favorite team's logo on it, they can do that for you too.
Ooh,
all right, they've done all types of celebrities' houses. This kid's always texting me pictures in different celebrities' houses, hooking people up. All right, pool tables in everybody's houses. Moving a pool table, call them. A-Team, the best pool table movers in New Jersey and the entire tri-state area. Pool table repair. So if you did break the pool table, call them anyway. They'll come. They'll fix what you messed up.
Pretty good.
They'll bring it over there for you. Set it all up. Level it. It'll be nice. You'll be playing in professional standards, okay?
You can even buy one there.
You got that
right.
right.
Do sales.
Yep. They got brand new pool table. You want a brand new pool table? You just got your income tax check. You got a bonus at work. You've been doing really good. Treat yourself. Get a brand new table. They'll come set it up. Accessories, all that stuff.
They even got pool table removal, bro. If you're like, fuck it, I don't play pool and I don't care about this thing and I need it out of my house because it's heavy as shit and I'm not trying to. And we try to lift up one corner and you just try to see how strong you are and you can barely get it off the ground because the fucking things are heavy.
Yeah, you're just tired of folding your laundry on it. Then you want to get it out of the house. So that's it. You got to call the A-Team. NJNYPoolTableService.com. That's NJNYPoolTableService.com. Tell them Vic sent you and they'll give you $3 off of your bill.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what the deal is, but just tell them I sent you and they'll hook you up. And that's it. My man, Yusef Gof, where do they check you out at?
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for having me. Find me on Instagram at Yusef Gof, YUSEFGOF. My backup account is at Pissed Gof Podcast. And check out my podcast, Pissed Gof. It's available pretty much everywhere. Spotify mainly. If you're on, that goes both platforms. And then you can leave me comments and reviews and shit there too. And I'll read them when people actually put them up. So
Word.
Start doing that.
Thanks for coming through, my man. I can talk to you fucking all day, but we got to go because
we got to hit the other mic too.
They're downstairs. They're going to riot if we keep them late. We're just going to sit here and keep them late.
Oh yeah.
Just keep extending the time. Just keep
They're like,
talking.
we want to go home.
Like,
yeah.
home.
They definitely want to go home now.
We want to go.
This is way too late. Yo, thank you for having me, my brother. I appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
man. Can't wait to do it again. I got to come check you out on your podcast.
Yeah, you got to come over and do do it.
Oh, shit. You heard that here.
Invitation.
He's inviting me over. All right. That's it. Thank you very much. Check it. Dojo of Comedy. Make sure to check out the Dojo of Comedy at tiffscomedy.com. We've got the domain back, so soon it's going to be dojoofcomedy.com. But until then, it's tiffscomedy.com or Dojo of Comedy East on Instagram. That's the home. That's where we're allowed to fucking do this shit. And or follow the podcast at the VCast on Instagram. Vic is funny on Instagram, but it's with a Z because some other fat bitch has the S version. But it's all good. I'm fucking fine with it. That's where everybody knows me at now. Or Dojo Door Guy. That's it. Peace. Thank you very much. I love you.
Peace.
You're listening to my daddy of the VCast.